All right. Business. All right. All right. Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters in the truth. I'm your brother Mwad Tuadawam coming to you again with another live camp out here in San Jose, California. This will be my final camp out here in San Jose, California. Because I'll be relocating to a different location, bringing this gospel out to another city here in Babylon, America. Okay, now we all know that the prophets have been awakened in these last days to bring out the truth. This gospel is true, to awaken the hopeful elect of Israel, and also to preach the downfall and the destruction of great Babylon, America. Before I get started today, I'd like to turn to the east and give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors and teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. And also to you brothers out there that put on the truth faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep. And also you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. All right, so we've got a lot to cover today. I can't remember this morning, when I turned the computer on, I read with some young rapper, 24 or 26 years old, who dropped dead. So, you know, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, he's putting these wicked Israelites to death. Those that go hand in hand with Esau and bringing more and more and more iniquity into the tribe of Israel, okay, Yasharallah, okay? And our people obviously don't understand that the God of the Bible does not show the favor to wickedness and to wicked people, okay? So today we're going to go into Esau and we'll go into Hebrew Israelites out there, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans who think, okay, who does not heed to the word, does not heed to the prophets of Great Millstone, and likewise brothers, and also you don't care that this man is plotting your demise daily, and he's going to be able to do that because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called God and Jesus, is going to allow him to do that. Now normally I go on Saturdays and bring out this truth, but today we're going to start out on Saturday versus Sunday because tomorrow it's going to be a lot of traveling. This is the Book of Proverbs 3, starting with verse 31, and it says, "Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose not of his ways. For the froward is abomination to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is in the house of the wicked, but he that blesseth the habitation of the just." Okay? So we are not to envy the oppressor. Who's the oppressor? The oppressor is Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. Okay, we are not to look at what he has, look at what he has to offer. We are not to look at what they live like, or any of those things like that. Because why? By envying the so-called white man, we are going to obviously be pulled and sucked into his wickedness, okay, to his lifestyle, to all of his charms. Remember, this man speak with words that are smooth like butter, but inside, okay, he looked to do Jake harm. And we've seen this over and over, and a perfect example of this is on these posters up here. I dare any man in this park, or any woman, or any beast in this park to walk up here, okay, and try to justify the wickedness, the rape, pillage, murder, and robbery that this man has committed against Yasharallah. I dare any of you to. Like anyone, okay? You can't do it, okay? And it says, the fraud is abomination to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but the secret is with the righteous. What is fraud? Okay, fraud is someone, the word fraud means, okay, you're a hypocrite, okay, to what you say, okay? You're a person that does quite the opposite. You speak one thing, but you actually do a whole different thing. Esau speak, being a righteous person, basically he's looking for peace, he's looking to feed the hunger, he's looking to clothe people, he's looking to help you with his medicines, but in reality, everything that he does actually is wickedness because it always destroys the innocent. And who are the innocent? You so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, the tribe of Israel, okay? Let's go into the book of Luke here because, you know, when you bring out this truth, our people obviously don't want to hear it. And the reason why they do not want to hear it is because why? Well, there's two masters you will serve. One is righteous and the other one is wicked. And for the most part, most of the Hebrew Israelites, the 2/3 serve who? The wicked. This is the book of Luke 16 and 13. It says, no servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold on to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. So what is this saying? This is saying basically this. Those of us who awaken to this truth, the servant of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the servants of Yahweh Shai, the world ignorantly called Jesus, we will serve him with our heart and in all righteousness. But we will hate the other master of this earth. And who's that other master of this earth? The other master of this earth is Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. He is the master of this earth and the God of this earth that everybody worships. Okay? And so when you serve a wicked master, okay, he will have you do wickedness. Okay? Nothing is coming righteous from a wicked master. And that's the reason why Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, said that you should serve, that you cannot have two masters. Okay? You will hate one, and we, as a servant of Yahweh Shai, we do hate, okay, the wicked master, the Edomite, Esau, the so-called white man. We absolutely hate this man and detest his abomination, his wickedness, and what he's done to the children of Israel. Okay? And we love Yahweh Shai, which is the reason why you see the men are getting on the highway and the byways, okay, on the internet, online, in person. We don't care, in and out of season. We don't care where we go, who we offend, and bring out this gospel and this truth. And that's just the way it is. Because we love the other master, the righteous one, Yahweh Shai. Okay? But our two-thirds don't deal with that. See, they've never seen Yahweh Shai, or they think they have never seen Yahweh Shai, and they have not seen Yahweh Shai in this life. Okay? Now, whether they saw him and saw his miracles in their previous life, we don't know that. Okay? And they don't know it. But even those ones and those spirits that are back here today that have seen Yahweh Shai's miracles, they see what he can do. Okay? They're still back here, what? Worshiping the wicked. And who's the wicked? Either Esau or Edomite, the so-called white man. Because he can offer them a tangible life. Okay? And we're going to go into exactly how this man played the game. Because he's got a lot of hook and crooks out there right there and snares that right now he's bringing out, okay, that he's going to grab the people, okay, in those snares, and they're not going to be able to escape those snares. The only people that are going to escape these snares, okay, are going to be those who are in the house of David, okay? And demons can scream all they want like that. It doesn't matter. You want to bring it out with the scream? I can bring it out even louder. Your voice can never go as mine because I have a real man voice, all right? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, starting with verse 14. If you really want to go with it, damn demons. And it says, woe to the world and them that dwell within it. What is this world? This world is the world that you people are in right now. Okay? You still don't see the end coming. You still don't see the fact that this place is going to be destroyed. The great famine that is coming here to Great Babylon, America. That this place right now is on the cusp of great destruction. This earth and this wicked kingdom is going to be destroyed. Okay? It doesn't matter what the power this place has. It is going to be destroyed, this wicked kingdom. And it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. What does it say? It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Why are they going to be fighting against each other? Because the great destruction that's coming to great Babylon, America, is drawing nigh. You see, you people are in your comfort, okay? You people are asleep. You people think that it's all okay. You people don't understand, okay? That sooner or later you're going to be out here screaming and hollering and crying, okay, and sighing, because that great destruction, that tribulation is coming here that's going to try this earth. This man, this wicked devil, Esau, the so-called white man, has planned for you damn people. But that's okay, okay? You don't care until it actually happens to you, and then you want to cry about it. And it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition, which is disagreement. Okay? You have left wing, right wing, okay? They all have their own way of how they want to run this wicked kingdom. They have their own way on how they want to run the world. They have their own way on how they want to oppress, okay, the nation of Israel, which is you so-called blacks, Native American, Latinos. They have their own way on how they're going to run these other nations, the Moabite nations, the Ammonite nations, okay? The Hamites, the Ishmaelites, okay? All these proud devils, these proud dogs that are in this nation that have thrived, okay, on the downfall, okay, of Jake. Let's continue here. And it says, for there shall be sedition amongst men, and waiting one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor the princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. Hey, just the other day, Dabu 7 came out and was talking about the fact that what? Everybody's sitting on their ass right now. They haven't risen up to do anything, and they're watching their government turn around, and you don't have what? Baby formulas. You don't have food. The shelves are empty. You have gas prices that are now $8 in certain places here in California. Okay? And these people are asleep because they don't understand that there's a great famine that's going to become the great Babylon America. They don't understand, okay, the rootlessness of the so-called white man, Esau the Edomite, okay? And why? He's working on the left side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called God and Jesus, to bring out all of this destruction here on this place. But you don't care. Why would you care? As long as somebody can pull up here and feed your good-for-nothing, worthless ass as you lay on the grass all day, smoke weed and dope and drink all day and talk shit, then you don't care, all right? You get these Moabites driving in their nice, you know, $200,000 car, come out here and bring a cookie, and they think they did something good for the day. I'm going to tell you damn freaking doggone so-called Chinese people something. All of you are going to be dying at the sword from these Edomites. Because when it all comes down to it, and Trump is still in play, okay? When it all comes down to, and these Edomites are on the street, and they're experiencing what Yasharala, the so-called Negroes, Native American, and Latinos are experiencing, which is homelessness, broke, okay, hopelessness. They're gonna blame you people. They're gonna say the Wuhan flu is the reason why this is going down. Trump already put it in these people's head right now, okay? So drive around with your 5'2" ass, okay, and your twisted eyes and think that you're all good. You are not safe here in America. Shut the fuck again. Okay? These Edomites, these so-called white people, do not take responsibility for their action. They are going to kill your ass. Okay? So you walk around with your proud ass over there going into your nice expensive car. As if I'm supposed to be impressed by that. Alright? And it says, a man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able to. And shall not be able to. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. So why are men afraid? Aren't men supposed to be afraid? But I can tell you why the men are afraid right now. The men of Great Babylon are nothing but doggone faggots, sensitive, okay, weeping little wimps. That's the man you have nowadays. Wearing skirts, high heels, okay? Be as you want to be here. A homo, an LGBTQ, okay? Coalition path, okay? Soft as crap, soft as kitten shit, okay? And bowing down to a damn woman. And then you're bowing down to a man that is not your damn king. The so-called white man. He's not your king. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Yahushai is your king. And that is who we will bow down to. We will bow to no man. We don't care who you are. Okay? And it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? You pompous, lazy, worthless people that cannot even doggone feed yourself. How do you think you are going to stand up against men that actually want your food, want your wife, your kids, okay? How do you think you're going to stand up against them? You get all kinds of damn diseases, diabetes, cancer, all kinds of stuff from eating the abominable food here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, you think Esau is going to come and hand you stuff? No, I just read it to you. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Okay, what is a modern day sword? Guns, knives, whatever the hell they can get their hands on. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. What is bread? That is just one word that is used for the food and the groceries that you damn worthless people who have no clue what supply chain is all about, okay? Or even what it means to actually work for a living, okay? There's not going to be any of that. Kiss welfare goodbye. And I hope Esau stops welfare tomorrow. Okay? And it says, behold, said God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising sun. Okay, what nation do we call the rising sun? That's known as Japan. Okay, the Ammonites. Okay, and it says from the south, from the east, and like Lebanese to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I also and compensate in their bosom. Thus said the Lord God. So whatever this doggone so-called white man has done to the Israel, the so-called blacks, Native American, Latino, is going to be recompensated on his ass. His kids are going to be dashed to pieces. His women are going to be ravished. Okay, his house will be spoiled. Okay, and he will run for his life the same exact way that we have been running for our lives. Okay, because thus said the Lord, Yahushai is going to bring that judgment on our enemy. Let's continue here. And it says, My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed blood upon the earth. Who shed more blood on this earth than the so-called white man? Show me somebody. I guess, can someone show me what military force on this earth goes around and murders kids, women, killers, rape, rob, and take what isn't theirs other than the so-called white man? Esau and Edomite, the devil that the Bible speaks of. None. You can't bring anybody right there, because the only murderer and the real murder and lie on this earth is the so-called white man. They have all you people going stupid and fool. You see, but you're gutless. You are absolutely gutless. You don't want to stand up against it. But that's okay. That's why Yahweh Hashem Ashai raised the men, real men, lions, to get out here and bring this word out. This is the book of 2nd Ezra. We're going, okay? Because I've told you, you cannot serve two masters. We absolutely hate Esau, the so-called white man. He's not our master. He's a piece of shit devil, a red devil, that is going to go into captivity for 1,000 years. And you're looking at one of the hopeful kings and elect, okay, of Israel, that is going to put his foot on that damn red demon's neck. You're going to pay for what you have done to us, Esau. This is the second book of Ezra, because y'all think this man is your damn friend. Let's go into 2nd Ezra 16 and start with verse 21. And it says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth. Well, it's victual cheap upon the earth right now, because when I look at it and the way I've seen it, meat prices have actually tripled in the last year. Okay? Groceries have actually tripled. You don't understand. You've been going so last year, Americans, Latinos, you're being priced out of food. You're being priced out of gas. You're being priced out of your houses. I just put a video up the other day talking about this. Okay? How these corporations are going around and buying up millions of houses and apartment buildings across this place, and then they're jacking up the damn price, pricing you out, so that you will not even be able to afford to pay rent. And even if you pay rent, you're not going to eat. And if you pay rent and eat, you can't pay the gas in your vehicle. You see the domino effect of this? They know exactly what they're doing, and they've planned it all the while. And he says, behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils go upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. This place is great confusion. Because every day you turn on the television, they're telling you, go to school. Go and get a college education. You have a future. We are going to have the Super Bowl next year. We're going to have the NBA playoff next year. Oh, we're drafting this person, that person, the Grammy Awards, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And if you're a stupid, ignorant Jake in this world, you will believe all of that crap, because now we will see the conclusion of this, because why? On one hand, this man has murdered billions and billions of people on this earth. He murders billions of people on this earth. He's murdered billions, hundreds of millions of our people. Okay? But yet still, he dare call himself righteous? He dare call us the bad people? Huh? Why are two men walking around holding hands? Why are two men getting married into this? That goes against nature. How the hell two men can have reprocreate? You cannot. That is great confusion. Okay? But he has all of you people bowing down and accepting that wickedness. Okay? So that is the great confusion. Let's continue here. And he says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So if you escape famine, okay, and a lot of you are going to die, all of you in this park are going to die of famine. And the sword is going to come and get you, okay? And the pestilence, the diseases that this man is spreading up in the air, okay? Well, you think those drones are flying around just Google? No, they're spraying the atmosphere, okay, with poison, and you're breathing it, okay? This man is fattening up people, and you people think that you're such good kids, all right? So we're looking at society destruction here coming here, Great Babylon, America. Societal destruction. You will not sleep comfortably at night. You will not rest comfortably at night. You will not do anything comfortable anymore in America. Why? Because everybody is going to be out for themselves. every man for himself in this place when it all goes down. It doesn't matter. All right? Let's go into the book of Isaiah, okay? Because this is really going out, okay, to you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, okay? This is going out to you so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, okay? And this is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 3. This is the book of Isaiah 3. Starting with verse 1, it says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts." What does the word host mean? War. Is the Lord that's coming back, who you ignorantly call Jesus. Is he some man with brown hair, looking like a hippie, that he's going to come back and smile, okay, and accept everybody? No, the Lord of hosts is a man of war. And Revelation describe him as having hair like wool, eyes like fire, okay, a real man, and skin of bronze. That means he looks like what you call a so-called black man. The real kings of this earth, not some prissy little red faggot that you call Jesus, okay? And he says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay of bread and the whole state of water." So you damn so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos in this nation, you're about to go through a devastation famine, okay? And you like to eat that damn 4th of July pig. You know, Memorial Weekend is coming up, you can eat pig again, okay? You haven't repented from any doggone thing. Doesn't matter how much we come out here and talk to you. Doesn't matter what scripture we bring out. You're so involved in Kim Kardashian life and what Kanye West is doing. Well, they're going to die too. If they're Hebrew Israelites, they're going to die too. It doesn't matter. Let me show you that when this judgment comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it doesn't matter what your status is here in Great Babylon. Let's read on. And it says, "The mighty man." And who are these mighty men? Okay, you nigger generals, okay? You spick generals in this man's military, okay? You wetback generals in this man's military. You CEOs, okay? The ones who have businesses and stuff like that, who think that you're untouchable because you can rub elbow with your doggone enemy, the so-called white man Esau. And it says, "The mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent." Who are the prophets? The prophet are these fake pulpit pastors that don't tell you about the judgment that's coming here to Yasharallah, to Israel, okay? They're concerned about handing you that collection plate, playing the best music they can play to have you jumping for joy and putting your ass to damn sleep, okay? They have a judgment coming to them too. It says, "The captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor and the cunning anticipator and eloquent orator." What does eloquent orator means? Those who can speak a lot of bullshit. Okay, your politician. Okay, your politician. TD Jake, Creflo Dollar, all these guys that like to stand up and talk, you know, very eloquently, you know, smooth talk, okay, but absolutely saying not a damn thing. Just a bunch of BS crap. Those men are going to be destroyed as part of this too. So it doesn't matter if you're a Hebrew Israelite with doggone money, okay? If you are not covered by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, if you are not in the house of David as part of that hopeful elect, you will be destroyed. And I've mentioned exactly where those destructions come from. And it says, "And I will give children to be their princess, and babes shall rule over them." So who are children? These children are these doggone Edomites, these so-called white people. Because there's no one more immature than a so-called white man. Okay? Absolute immature little child. Okay? Bungee jumping. Okay? Let's go swim amongst the sharks. Okay? Everything is a game to these doggone, everything is a game to them. You know why? Because for thousands of years they were in a damn cave. Okay? That's what happens when you let people out of a damn cave and you bring them out, you wash their body and you bring them out and give them the ability to rule the earth. They're going to be wicked and they're damn kids. Like little babies. Yes, I said it. But it says it right here in the scripture. So this is not my word. All right? Let's go. Okay? So we already know what's going to happen here. There's no escape from you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. You are not going to escape this judgment. You are very comfortable here in Great Babylon, America. This is 2 Corinthians Okay? We're going to go to 2 Corinthians 2, and verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And what are these doggone devices? Okay? They're telling you that there's a pandemic. Well, it's a scandemic. They just celebrated 1 million deaths from the so-called pandemic. Where's the proof? Where is the damn proof? Where's the million people? This nation cannot even take one person getting killed before everybody jump on the ground crying and screaming. You trying to tell me nobody's mourning about 1 million people dying? Where's the proof? None. There is no proof. All right? He's telling you right now, Elon Musk is going to bring out the so-called brain chip. That's going to cure your illnesses. It's going to make you smarter. Okay? In fact, Elon Musk came out the other day and he said, hey, I might even die under mysterious condition. Maybe they plan on him dying. Somehow this microchip goes inside of his head and resurrect him. And now he's Elon Musk, the Great, or some crap like that. Who knows? I don't care. Okay? So, there it is right there. It doesn't matter what the so-called white man comes out with. We can see right through you as if we're looking at you in broad daylight. Your devices and your wickedness is very transparent. And we will speak against you, and we will warn the children of Israel. You so-called Native Americans, blacks, and Latinos, those that have ear to hear and eyes to see. We are letting you know, open them and listen. Your enemy has devious plans for you. Let's go into the book of, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58. The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Okay? Now, you probably say, why the hell is this guy out here shouting and screaming? Why does he come out here every week? Why are all these guys doing it? It's because we are commanded to come out here, okay, and speak to all of you. Because once we have spoken to all of you, you have no excuse when Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called God and Jesus, put your sinful, wicked ass to death. And it says, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, and it says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. So we had to come out here and we had to speak about your sins, our sins, okay? Our transgression against the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Remember, when he took us out of Egypt, we were very ungrateful. The entire Israelites came out of Egypt. And what did we do? We complained. And then we were made to walk in the desert for 40 years until all of us died off with the exception of one. Okay? If I recall, it's Joshua and Caleb, they were the only one that actually made it. Okay? Along with the descendants of the children of the wicked Israelites who were complaining in the desert. This time around, Yahweh Shem Yahushai will only rescue 1/3 of Israel. So 2/3 of Israel, whatever that number is, if our numbers is in the billions, 2/3 will die. So that's food for thoughts. This is the book of Isaiah. This is the book, let's continue on here. This is the book of Psalms 83, starting with verse 2. Now, what you need to understand here is that the crafty council that's going on right now, where they have those meetings at the UN, the G7, those aren't meetings, okay, to make the world a better place. No, those meetings are to conjure up new ways of keeping you people, okay, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, in wickedness. And the sorceries that he uses is the media, the television, his entertainment. He uses these doggone traitor Negroes, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Snoop Dogg, all these doggone nigger faggots that are out there holding hands and doing whatever the hell the white man tell them to doggone do. That is how you're staying in derision, because you want to have yourself, your earthly God to follow. So this is the book of Psalms 83, Psalm verse 2, and it says, "For lo, thine enemies make it a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." And what is tumult? Noise. Tumult means noise. They're making a lot of noise. Okay? Do we have a seat on the UN? Does the tribe of Israel have a seat on the UN? No. And don't tell me about that damn 1948 BS crap that they call over there with those Amalekites sitting over there in our land, in Israel right now, calling themselves the great Jewish. Okay? Those are not the damn Jews of the Bible. And everyone knows it. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have come and said, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Everybody knows where they're from. Why is it that we have no clue what our identity is? But we do now. We know now what our identity is. Okay? And it says, "For they have consulted together with one consent, that they are confederate against thee." The tabernacles of Edom. Who is Edom? Okay? Edom is the kingdom and the queendom of the so-called white man. That is the queendom. They're known as Edomites. They're not Caucasian, they're not French, Spanish, whatever the hell they want to call them, identities that they want to call. They are called Edomites. That's the scriptural tribe that they're from. And it says, "The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and Hagrites, Nabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, and with the inhabitants of Tyre." Okay? So we just listed up all the enemies of this earth here. The biblical name for these doggone people are right here in the scriptures. The Edomites are what you call the so-called white people. Those are Edomites. Moabites are what you call the so-called Chinese. The Ammonites are what you call the so-called Japanese. And you have the Ishmaelites and the Hamites. The Hamites are the so-called Africans. So get it out of your head. You are not African American. This is the book of Matthew. Okay? Because see, our people are gutless. The men are gutless. Okay? The men are gutless. You have a fear for an enemy that only can kill your body, but not your soul. Okay? You have a fear of a man that can kill your body, but not your soul. Let's go into the book of Matthew and let's hear what the Yahushua, who you ignorantly call Jesus, says about that. This is Matthew 10 and 28. And it says, "And fear them not, which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him, which is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell." And what is hell? Hell is a place on earth. Right now, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos are living in hell. Look at you. Look at the condition we are in. You women are princesses. You men are kings. Your heritage goes back to the scriptures. You are the Hebrew Israelites. You are from the 12th tribe of Israel. Who they call African Americans are the tribe of Judah. Okay? Which is the head tribe. That is the tribe Yahushua Hamashiach came from. Who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And in case you don't know that name, that's the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, which is our true language. English is not our language. It's a bastard language that was beaten to us by the so-called white man, these Edomites, who we are going to put into slavery for 1,000 years, and then Yahweh Shem Yahushai will destroy them, body and soul, as he says here in Matthew 10 and 28. So today, you have men that are awakened, the 144,000 men, the ancient prophets of old are back here today. And we don't fear any man. We will go on the highways and the byways and we will speak against this damn devil. Whether you like it or not. The so-called white man is the damn devil. He's wicked and he's going to be destroyed. And he is your enemy. This is the book of Psalms 2. Psalm verse 1. Because you want to ask yourself, like, why the hell these people have something against us? Well, why the hell do you think you live in a condition? Why only us going through it? Why are they only shooting the so-called black man and the Latino man? Why is the prison filled with our men? Why are our women whores? Why are our women twerking and teaching their daughters to twerk? Why is the men not being responsible for their household? Being simple. You know why? Because we are under curses. And I'll bring those curses out to you. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2. Psalm verse 1, it says, why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. They're raging because they don't like it. They don't like the fact that after this crappy, decrepit, wicked-ass, abominable king queendom is destroyed, that we are going to be ruling over them. Okay? And we're going to do to them double like what they did to us. So, they are raging. And it says, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together. Who are the rulers? You call them prime ministers, presidents, premier, whatever the hell else you want to call these dogs. Okay? And it says, against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who you call God and Jesus, and against the anointed, saying, let us break the bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. So he's going to have them chasing their damn tails, which is what they're doing right now. They're chasing their damn tail. They really thought that mandate that they put out there was going to put a lot of you to death, but it didn't. Okay? Because Esau does not have power over death and life. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has the power over life and death. Okay? And he will defeat death. So, as you can tell, okay, these rulers are taking crafty counsel and they want to destroy Israel. Why? Because they know who we are. We are the next rulers of this place. It doesn't matter what bad state that you think you're in right now. Okay? On the grass here, hungry, dirty, filthy, you know, lost, waiting for the next handout. Guess what? If you're part of that 2/3, you will die, but you will be reborn again in righteousness and holiness, and you will get to look at your enemies as they work 1,000 years building up the kingdom. Okay? So keep that in mind. That's great hope. Let's continue. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28. Now we're going to go back in past here because the book of Deuteronomy 28 is a very important book. We so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, because that book alone tells us why we are here. That book alone tells us why we are here. Why are we here? Why did we come here in slavery? Why are we being oppressed daily? Okay? Why is it that we can't make it out of the bottom? Why is it that the Chinese man and the people from Japan and the Middle East can come over here and they have a business within 2 or 3 months? Why? You've never asked yourself that because you know why? You're simple and you don't care. You prefer being at the bottom. You prefer not taking responsibility for anything. So I'm going to enlighten you with why the hell we're here. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, starting with verse 16. And it says, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. The field is the world. So we are cursed no matter where the hell we go. Or you can jump on a plane and you can go to another country and you will still be a damn nigger, you will still be a spit, and you will still be a wetback. In case you don't know who those are, niggas that refer to black, spits that refer to you doggone Latinos, including you damn Mexicans. Okay? And wetback refer to you doggone Native American Indians, so-called Native American Indians. Alright? So that's the language and the proverbs that they like to use for us. And it says, let's go to verse 29. It says, and thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt only be oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Okay? Oh, so these people come out here and they give you a little cookie and they give you a plate of food and some water. And you think you're being saved? Really? Imagine if you were sitting on a dog, if you were the ruler of an empire, you were a king, and now you're reduced to doggone getting cookies and water from somebody. Huh? But this is part of the curses that we have in the book of from Deuteronomy 28. We are the only nation that's going through that. You so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. The Hebrew are Israelites. Okay? The true children of Israel that's in the Bible. Not them damn fake-ass Jewish people sitting in Israel right now. Them 1948ers. Let's go. Let's go to verse 30. And it says, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell in. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Hey, you see how people right now, millions of them are going to get kicked out now. Okay? Esau is about to kick out millions of you damn so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos outside your damn houses. That's why interest rate is being raised. That's why corporations are buying up the land, they're buying up the apartment buildings, they're buying up the houses and the whole entire communities, okay? And they try to resell it to you for triple the price. Or if you actually pay rent right now, you will pay double those rent. Well, you know damn well we make the least amount of money in this nation, so how the hell you can sustain your lifestyle like that? The intention is that you will not sustain your lifestyle. The intention is that you will trouble, cry, and beg the so-called white man who has destroyed your life, okay, for relief. But you don't see it. You don't see it. And you know why? Because you're blind, okay? You're blind and you're ignorant and you don't care. You rather serve the God of this earth rather than the God that created everything, including creating your doggone rat demon God, Esau, the so-called white man. This is verse 37. And it says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, and a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord Yahweh Shemashai shall lead thee. So man, where we go, we're going to be known as niggas, spics, and wetbacks. That's just it. Hey, get used to it, okay? Get used to it. We've gotten used to it. It doesn't matter, okay? And this is verse 68 of the Deuteronomy. Okay, this is beautiful. Now, you probably say to yourself, how do we know? How do we know that we are the Jews of the Bible? We are Yasharallah. We are the children of Israel. Verse 68, and the Lord Yahweh Shemashai shall bring thee into Egypt. Okay? Revelations talk about that this is called spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. We are POWs. We are prisoners of war right now. I don't know about you, but I'm a prisoner of war here in Great Babylon, America. This is Sodomite nation. Okay? So this is spiritual Egypt. Again, with ships. By the way thereof I spake thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondsmen and bondswomen, and no man shall buy you. So here you go. That's how your doggone, crusty, dusty little asses have gotten over here in America. You came over here on ships, and you were sold as slaves. And those curses have followed us to this day. And do you know why? We deserve all of it. Why do we deserve it? Because we are an ungrateful, wicked nation. The so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos are wicked as hell. All of us. But there are those of us who have repented and turned to Yahweh Shemashai, okay, for repentance. Let's go into the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah 32. The book of Isaiah 32, Psalm verse 6. Very interesting here, because what we're going to get into here is we're going to talk about the hypocrisy of Great Babylon, America. We're going to talk about the hypocrisy of these Edomites. And we're also going to talk about you damn women. See, because there was a woman that was sitting over here, a so-called black woman sitting over here, with a weave on her head. And as soon as I said that you women are out of order, and you acted like a horse, she got up and she left. Good. This word is not for you. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 32, Psalm verse 6, and it says, for the vile person will speak violently, and his heart will work iniquity. What is iniquity? Iniquity is wickedness. What is vile? Somebody that is just wicked. They constantly do wicked. Okay? There is no barrier, okay, of filth that this wicked, vile person would not do. To practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, who you call God and Jesus, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. So who's a hypocrite? Who is the damn biggest hypocrite on this earth? Okay? And we know who that is. See, that's what I'm talking about right over there. Alright? Now we know that's not a damn woman over there walking. Alright, take a look at it. Yeah, absolute pervert. You're right. You're absolutely right. Exactly. Exactly. That's the spirit right there. Okay? He's a pervert. He rapes babies and women, but then he points his finger at everybody else. The rulers of this earth are these men right here. The Bilderbergs and the Rockefellers. This is not you doggone 9 to 5 people out there. Don't get sensitive about it. Okay? You 9 to 5 sensitive people out here who go to college, get your nice job, your 401k, all of you are going to die here in the lake of fire in Great Babylon. You have no future. The only people that are going to survive are going to be these rich people who owns and controls the earth. They're known as the Rockefeller, the Bilderbergs. Their spokesperson is Bill Gates. The rest of you people are absolutely useless and you will die here in America. All of you are going to die. And it's in the scripture. And it says, the instruments also of the churls are evil. He deviseth wickedness, wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Continuing. And he says, but the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. So this is now going to go to you women. Alright? Because the women of Israel, you so-called blacks and Native Americans, Latinos, but especially so you so-called black women who walk around basically dressed up in panties. You dress up in panties like little filthy whores. And your daughters are following your example, your poor and pathetic example. Okay? And it says, rise ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. If you walk around in your underwear, you women, what do you think the men are looking at you? You think they're looking at you and marrying you? No, there are demons that go in these so-called men to do bad things to you. And when the great tribulation comes here in Great Babylon, America, you will pay dearly for being a whore. You have been warned. You have been warned. You are to dress appropriate. You so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and black women, you are not to wear trousers. Trousers are for men. Plus, the trousers make your coochie smell like shit. In case you didn't figure that out. Let's move on to Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 2. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 2, sound verse 3. Okay? Now, I've spoken to you doggone women. Okay, you so-called blacks, Native American, Latinos. You're at ease. And you know why you're at ease? It's because your men allow you to be at ease. Your men allow you to go out and dress like whores. Your men allow you to walk all over. Your men allow you to go and flaunt your body out to other men. Okay? Your men are soft, little peckerwood punks. And that is the so-called black man, the so-called Native American Latino man today. Soft like kitten crap. Soft like kitten crap. Your women rule over you. No order. This is Ezekiel chapter 2, sound verse 3, and it says, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to children of Israel, to a rebellious nation. And there's no nation that's more rebellious than the 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. That's why you live in the ghettos. That's why you're on drugs. That's why you can't even hold a job. That's why you're fat, okay? And you women have bald head and have to wear a doggone mop on your head to cover your head, and then you think you're somebody? You think you're God's gift to man because you got a damn Chinese hair on your damn head. Walk around in your damn panties. And it says, okay, and it says, I send thee to the nation of Israel, to a rebellious nation that are rebel against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. So, you think the older man, set an example? No. The older men of Israel are worse than the young man. Okay? They're worse than the older man. What's that? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand gibberish. I don't speak gibberish. I speak the gospel and truth. Okay? And it says, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send them, thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord God. But and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for that they are rebellious house, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them. It's hard to believe, okay, that the prophets of old, okay, are here today. It's hard to believe. That's exactly how Yahushua wanted. He wanted to confound you people. He wanted to confound the damn devil, his enemy, the so-called white man, Esau. And he also wanted to confound you two-thirds Israelites. Okay, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. Okay? Why? Because you are proving yourself to be nothing but worthless, degrading crap that the so-called white man has to feed, spoon feed, clean your damn poop and your crap. You're worthless to him. And sooner or later, he will destroy you. Okay? Because you're a rebellious house. Doesn't matter who does anything good for you. You are children of no profit. You do not profit anything. You are not profitable. A horrible investment. You damn two-thirds. This is the book of Luke. Let's go into Luke here. We're going to Luke here. Because, you know what? Noah preached for 120 years while he's building the ark. And the ark saved 8. This time, the ark, which is known as the house of David, will save 1/3 of Israel. So it's more than 8. But it will not be the entire Israel that is saved us in the days when we were in Egypt under the bondage of Pharaoh. This is the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 26. And it says, as it was in the day of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. And how was in the days of Noah? Wickedness, perversiveness. Hey, there's nothing new under the sun. You don't think they had the LGBTQ back in the days of Noah? Yes, they did. People were fornicating with animals, bestiality, homosexuality, and sodomy was always practiced for thousands of years. So it's the same exact thing today. It says they did drink, they did eat, they drank, they married wives and were given into marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. That's right. None of you want to go into the house of David. None of you want to sit on the chariots that are going to come and save us out of here. At the same time, it zaps up Esau's kingdom, okay? And turn this place into mush and the great lake of fire, okay? You don't want to. You don't want to be saved because you don't care. As long as you have food to eat, as long as you have a job, okay, which that's going to end soon, okay? And your job is not going to buy you food. I bought out earlier in second address, okay? People are going to be killing for food. Their dogs, their dog is going to become your dinner soon. And it says, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. So, we just talk about 2 judgments. One was Noah. Noah preached for 120 years about a rain that was going to come. The people of that day had never seen rain. Just like we preach and we tell you people, we prophesy to you, that all of you are going to be put to death by famine. Sword, you're going to kill each other, murder each other, spoil each other. You women are going to be ravished. Your pets will turn on you and eat you because they will be hungry. We're telling you that this place is going to be nuked by every nation on this earth. And that is the judgment of Great Babylon, America. You have a very short time. But why would you listen? Because it's all fun and games. You're going to watch the games tonight. You're wondering what's going on with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. You're wondering what's going on in the world for things that don't actually matter to you, except salvation. And we talk about Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened? They were destroyed. So is this place. This place is spiritual Sodom. It is a very effeminate, feminine queendom. That's an abomination in the sight of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. An absolute insult to the servants of Yahushai and Mashiach, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. So we cannot wait for it to be destroyed. This is the book of Ecclesiastes. Almost done. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 13, starting with verse 1. And it says, he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therein, and he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. Hey, if you ever see a Jake who is so-called make it, okay, and they're rubbing elbows with the devil, Esau, the so-called white man, you'll notice that they are very proud. Huh? Oprah Winfrey, she doesn't hesitate throwing up the Bacchus sign, okay? Michael Jordan, okay? I'm just naming these Negroes and these Negresses, okay? Why? Because they're more popular. Easy examples to make, okay? But that goes for those ones that we don't hear about. The ones who, you know, they call themselves the great men. They call themselves generals, and they call themselves prophets. I mean, not prophets, which is part of these churches, okay? These big Episcopal churches, okay? Where they have congregation in the thousands. They pull in millions of dollars, okay? Other great men who they call themselves CEO, okay? We talked about the eloquent orator earlier, okay? They're all gonna die. Esau's not gonna let you in his damn bunker, okay? And it says, burden not thyself about the power while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mighty and richer than thyself. So we're not supposed to be with these other nations. That's the reason why I started out with, we're not supposed to envy our oppressor. And who's our oppressor? The so-called white man. Hey, if he has it all, that's great. Who gives a crap? If Yahweh Shem Yahushai give you some food to eat, that's all you need. Some clothes on your back, great. A bed to lay down on, that's what you should give him glory and thanks for, that he has a roof over your head and he wakes you up every day to serve him. Okay? Anything else? That's excess. Okay? We're going to get that in the kingdom, trust me. And it says, for how agree the kettle and the earthen pot together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. Yeah. We have seen what happens, okay, when Jake tries to match wits with Esau, okay, especially carnally. We've seen when Jakes go out there. In fact, the brother Azan showed a great video yesterday with Jim Brown, and he goes to this house with this Edomite, and this Edomite needed some help, was going to be moving some stuff. So Jim Brown, thinking that this Edomite really liked him, because this Edomite already prays and blows smoke up his butt about how great of a football player he is, he decided that he would ask him, hey, would you like me to help you? And you know what that doggone Edomite, that so-called white man, turned around and said to him? He said, hey man, we don't let niggas in the house, you know that. See that? You know why? Because he let his guard down. You never let your damn guard down. Okay? The weak let their guard down. And it says, this is 4, and it says, if thou be for his profit, meaning that he can use you, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. So I ask you people out here, none of you have anything, none of you have any skills, you have no technical skills, you have no physical skills. So what do you think Esau is going to do to you? How long do you think this man is going to come and feed your ass? How long do you think he's going to bring the buffet table out here for you? And this goes for all you Jakes all over America who's depending on this man. You're useless to him. It says it right here. If you be for his profit, okay? He will use thee. But if you have nothing, he will forsake thee. And let's face it, we don't have anything for this man. Now, hopefully that we're not counting ourselves in this, but for you 2/3 are there. Most of you don't have a damn thing. So you're constantly in the hope that Esau will feel sorry for you. We're not in the hope of Esau feeling sorry for us. We're in the hope of Esau dying quickly and horribly. We're in the hope of getting the kingdom. Okay? We're in the hope of oppressing this man the way you've oppressed us, but double it. That's what we're in the hope for. Okay? We don't give 2 craps about the so-called white man and his bullshit. Let's continue on here. And it says, this is verse 6, and it says, if you have a need for thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope, and he will speak thee fair, and say, what wantest thou? Promises. That's what Esau does. He gives you promises. Okay? Remember, this man is sweet, man. He speaks sweet. Okay? Hey, Jake got game. Don't get me wrong. Jake got game. Jake's smooth. but no one is as smooth as Egypt, as Esau. Okay? Hey, it started in Genesis when he beguiled Eve. So that tells you, man, okay, the scriptures made mention, okay, that the smoothest talker on earth ever created was Esau, okay, as a serpent, okay, and he's a dragon now, okay, so he's real smooth. This verse 11, it says, affect not to be made equal to him in talk, and believe not his many words. We don't believe a damn word that come out of this no one in my mouth. Esau, the so-called white man, you're a damn liar, and a murderer, rapist, and we don't believe you. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. The only time we are going to believe you, Esau, when you open your mouth, is when those lashes on the rod of iron go across your back in the kingdom. And you go and you complain about the pain and the anguish that you are suffering under the hands and the oppression of Israel. That's when we are going to believe, yes. And then we are going to increase your labor and increase your pain. You piece of shit, pack of wood. And it says, affect not to be made unto him, equal in talk, and believe not his words. For with much communication will he tempt thee, and smiling upon thee will get out of thy secrets. So you don't have to reveal the secrets. Here's the secrets you're going to get out of us. We serve Yahweh Shai. We are prophesying against the downfall of this wicked queendom. We hate your ass, and we want to see all of you die, and you're going to go to slavery. There's a secret right there. I just gave it to you. All right? So there's the conversation right there. You didn't even have to even talk to me about it. Okay? This is verse 12, and it says, but cruelly he will lay up thy words, and will not spare to do thee hurt, and to put thee in prison. Huh? Why is the scripture mentioning prison? Because that's exactly what this man has done. Didn't Jim Brown go to prison? Didn't James Brown go to prison? O.J. Simpson too? Yeah, right. See how this works? Right. Oh yeah, R. Kelly. This is verse 17 said, what fellowship had the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly? So we have no fellowship with this damn wicked devil. Okay? If you're part of hopeful elect, you should have no fellowship with him. If he's dropping dead on the ground, if he's on fire, I wouldn't even spit on this damn devil. No fellowship. All Esau needs to do is do exactly what Yahweh Shai told him to do, which is what? Create the food and then get out of the way. We'll eat it and serve Yahweh Shai to bring your judgment on you. That's it. We have no use for you. You're pointless. But we will use you and we will put you in derision and in slavery in the kingdom, in the heavenly kingdom. And it says, what agreement is there between the hyena and dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor? There is no peace. We're poor, he's rich. At least with his I know. Okay? But in reality, we're rich in the spirit. Okay? We're rich in righteousness, and he's poor because why? He's going to go into slavery for 1,000 years. Verse 22, and it says, when a rich man is fallen, he had many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet man justify him. Yes. If one thing Esau know how to do, the so-called white man know how to do, is rape, pillage, murder, and somehow he spins it around, makes himself the victim, and the people that he has just murdered, he makes them the aggressor. That's how it works. And that's why you have to walk with wisdom inside this kingdom. Because it doesn't matter if these Edomites decide that they're going to walk up to you and try to do something to you, and you knock one of their asses out, guess what? You're still in the wrong. But either way, if they still do it, we have the right to defend ourselves. Quote unquote, right. Okay? And it says, the poor man slippeth, and yet they rebuke him too. Meaning what? When we fall foul in our face, they laugh at us and they actually say it's your own fault, and they actually stomp on top of you. So it ain't like these doggone people coming to help your ass. They're not out here helping you. They bring you actually free drugs, okay, and food that is shortening your doggone life. Your life is already short, and it's already pathetic, and they're just expediting it, okay? And it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. Can we say Bill Gates? A man that does not have any degree, okay, but yet still, he convinced the world about it, that mandate, and he comes out, and when he speaks, everybody listen. No degree. I thought the measure of your intelligence was a damn degree in this nation. But he's rich. And it says, When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said, they extol into the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? What fellow is this? Okay? So when the prophets go on the highways and the byways and speak against the wickedness of this place, when we come out and we tell you, all of you are going to die, all of you need to repent, you are going to die here in America of starvation, okay? Famine and the sword. You are going to murder each other for food. You people are going to know what a diet plan is. I hear you whispering over there, but you know what? Your words are weak like doggone cat dribble, man. Okay? If you got something that you want to do about it, you step to me. Alright? Other than that, listen to the word. And it says, but the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. So it doesn't matter. If you're poor, if you're part of the tribe of Israel, you are always going to be what? Stomped on, ridiculed, and destroyed. And that's just the way it is. Okay? Well, you don't have a bed to sleep on tonight. Okay? And why don't you have a bed to sleep on tonight? Why aren't you crying to your king for it? Your king is wicked. Your king is not helping you. Your king doesn't give two craps about you. Okay? Your king doesn't give two craps about you. You're not part of Yasharallah, so this message is not for you. This message is only for Yasharallah, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. And if you are part of it, and you are part of that 2/3, you are going to die here in the lake of fire in Great Babylon, America. Thus said the Lord. So, okay, with that, I would like to turn to the east, and hopefully you are edified with this, and give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the teachers and elders of apostles of great millstones, and also to you brothers out there, you Akyam, okay, that put on this truth faithfully, fearlessly against the wickedness of Great Babylon, America. Shalom, okay, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom. DTA and a ball.